Alright, so usually if I have the time, I try and wait until I have Sphera. You see how there's Sphera 220 right there? I usually try and wait until that is full, and then I'll go to Alotie's fortune telling house and see what I get. If it's extra drops, then I'll go to, oh, it's experience. Okay, well, that's not the most important one, but it's helpful. If I get experience or especially gold, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my power-ups. Oh my goodness. R2, L2, that'll change my view. And what I'll do is I will go to, I don't know, I'll use one of these. There's not really another place to use experience things. Yeah, that's good enough. And then I go to the Chamber of Spirits. 30,000. Now 30,000, it recommends you having 30,000 BP, but really the monsters there are really easy. I think that's just so that you can be powerful enough to destroy them quickly. So that it's worth your time to get gold and stuff. Normally what I'll do is I'll find an area where there's people farming and I'll try and join in their battles. It's always easier to join in battles that are already going because you'll kind of piggyback off of them. I don't mind if they piggyback off me too, but let's see. Oh, this must be the last round. So yeah, it cuts a little time, lets you get a little bit more gold. Sphera dungeons, I think, are really for gold, but look at here. 16,000 experience points just for that. The cool thing about the experience boosts is you're allowed to have a the Alotie's experience boost and an item boost at the same time. So they multiply each other. So I used it ×3 and I got it ×1. So really it's 4.5 times because you multiply them together. So if you get one of the experience buffs like gold or something, it's always better to use the matching one. I don't really have a whole lot of use for experience, but whatever, it's the one I got today. Sphera dungeons are definitely used for gold because gold's a lot more hard to come by than experience later. My team, whenever I'm doing these, this guy with the red hair, Skurad, and Molly are not maxed level. I always try and have one or two not max level, and then everybody else are like my main damage dealers, so that I could get through and get the most experience possible for them. Let's see, where'd everybody else go? Are they gone? Okay. If you're just starting out, it's gonna be, you're gonna be able to clear 5 times as many battles in the lower Sphera dungeon, so I wouldn't even try and come to this one. But if you get lucky, and really there have been more people here than at the beginning whenever the first game first came out. Since there's people around, it's a lot easier to jump in a battle, so really you could come here as a really low level. I don't want to encourage that, man. Hopefully this pays off. Hopefully I didn't just waste a bunch of time coming over here. And then yeah, I target with the R2. I get up close to him, press R2, and then confirm that it is the correct monster that I'm targeting before pressing X. Oof, that's rough. Okay, well, I'm in the same area. Hopefully he joins my battle. And that's basically how it is. 2,000 a battle, basically. I always have Windguard as my party leader because he gets 10% extra gold. If you really wanted the experience points, you could go with somebody who's got an experience boost, which might be more attractive at the beginning of the game. Jeez. But later on, you're just gonna want gold, especially since the easiest way to get experience is auto farming. Gold is so rare. I normally just, if I'm gonna go eat dinner or something, I'll just auto farm. I don't really leave it on overnight or for like super long periods anymore. Just, I don't know, easier on the electricity bill. But if I go to eat, like, I'll run through and auto farm some of the dogs or something around towns. There's one in the Gessie area. Oh man. Okay, I'm getting super unlucky today. Super unlucky. Wow. So yeah, it probably would have been better if I had just fought my own battles, but especially if you don't have the power of the BP, you're going to want to jump in other people's battles, you're going to want to let them jump in yours. And yeah, essentially that's it. It's easy to do. Normally I start out the day, half the time it seems like I start out the day with this, and I'll get 10 battles or something like that, so or the 10 battle achievement for the daily. Oh my gosh, he must be using us strong people too, because we're finishing at like the same time. Boy, oh boy. Huggy. How cute. He's got two of the Mikasa and the elf dude. Wow. Man, I'm a little jealous there. The normal experience, I think, is like 3,600. Yeah, when I get the gold multiplier, it's wonderful. I'm not super concerned about this, but already, I know that what's her face? This girl right here in the wheelchair. Oh my goodness. Well, sure, she was barely level 29 and she's 4-star. So you get a ton of experience for doing this if you use a power up, which, like I said, is not that necessary. Let's see how close is the other guy. He's really close too. He had almost no experience at the beginning. 2 minutes left. So for Alotie's tent, if you get, yeah, the other options are monster catching, which, whatever, I don't really do anything with that. There's been 1 or 2 times where I have, but I basically don't use it. Run speed, it doesn't affect me at all. I might get one more battle or one more something from one more gold bar if I did a gold dungeon, but I don't really use it. But if you get experience or if you get gold up, then you want to come here. If you get drop increase, then you want to do the gold dungeon, and you're guaranteed basically 80. not guaranteed. You have to run a certain path. You could get, it's easy to get 80 silver bars, or tier 4-star gold bars if you run a certain path. I could do that one later, do a video on that later. But if you can actually get way more than 80 in a single run, and you'd have enough time for 2 runs. So it's a really good way to make money by using those buffs in the gold dungeon. I could do a video on that later if anybody wants that. Yeah, that's about it. There's about 1 minute left or something here. There's not really much else to say, so yeah, let me know if you like this. Let me know what else you want to see me do. There's a lot of different videos I have ideas for. Leave comments. I read everything, so I hope you guys enjoy this last battle.